The 4-year football partnership with the Nationwide League is worth more than 900 million naira, an effort stakeholders say would provide jobs within football ecosystem and empower Nigerian youths through football and education.
They need to meet 70% of the 89 million Nigerians who are suffering from poverty at the grassroots. And you know, NLO literally meets most of these people at the grassroots. They have over 500 football clubs that touch people at the grassroots. So the essence is to transpire to them through the NLO, where we have youths that love football, so that way they also get to see us through our various branding and social media strategies and other stuff we can use to reach them. That way they can also engage in the products that we have for them. And you know, of course, imagine winning 50 million naira, 20 million naira, and all of that. It changes their life and gives them a hope for a better tomorrow.
It's a 4-year working relationship with them, and we hope that within that 4 years we'll be able to transform the face of NLO, of grassroots football.
Beating Greece's Sakari's 646 love in 69 minutes. That secured a 19th career title for Swiatek and a second of the year, having also won in Qatar last month. Well, that's sports this hour.
Green Angle, in partnership with Wild Aid, will bring you a documentary series on environmental issues affecting Nigeria's amazing biodiversity, from climate change, air pollution and wildlife conservation. We will be traveling across Nigeria to give you on-the-ground report of the issues affecting our environment. It airs every Saturday at 4:30 p.m. only on TVC News.
Doubt and fear doesn't occur at the canvas, it shows in the canvas. It shows the conation of raw earthen material slabbed, stroked and molded at a pace provided by the doubt and fear. Every move way in the struggle of one to the other, merging the past to the present, brushstrokes of colors seen but not known. For when the wailing stops, the pieces settle down in abject beauty erected for a century of a century. Speaking, advocating, protesting as the arts are meant to be.
Outside Nigeria, the West has condemned Russian President Vladimir Putin win for a 5th term as president by a landslide of 87%. Germany called it a pseudo election, while the US said the vote was obviously not free nor fair. Ukraine's President Zelensky said President Putin was, quote, drunk with power and is doing everything to rule forever, end quote. At a post-election news conference, Vladimir Putin vowed to press on with the invasion of Ukraine. He also said, Russian democracy was more legitimate than in the US, where, quote, with mail-in voting, you can buy a vote for $10, end quote. Voting took place in the Russian-occupied parts of Ukraine, Zaporizhia, Kherson, Donetsk, Luhansk, and Crimea. Overall, turnout was 77%. And that's the news this hour. You can get more on our website at tvcnews.tv, and if you follow us on social media on Facebook, Instagram, and X at TVC News NG. We're live on YouTube at TVC News Nigeria. Stay with us.
Bye, Mom.
He's going to play in this weather. Why did you let him go? He might fall ill.
And if he doesn't go out for practice, how will he win more trophies? To protect our family from illness-causing germs during the rainy season, we use Dettol soap every day.
Dettol with Germ Defense gives you protection. Raining season brings a lot of germs, and Dettol soap's Germ Defense protects you from up to 100 illness-causing germs. Dettol soap is endorsed by the Nigerian Medical Association. Be Dettol sure.
The new happy
at TVC News, wherever the big news story is happening, we're geared up to break it. TVC News, first with breaking it.
Sani Bello ya ce na fada, DG campaign din Uba Sani ya ce mun fara gyada. Mun ce Uba Sani a cikin takwa mun ci rada. Mun ce Uba Sani gona sai dai huda. Mun ce Uba Sani muke yi sak. Mun ce Uba Sani a Kaduna na Uba Sani al'umma sun dau Uba Sani.
DJ, break it on, break it on, break it on. Your Excellencies, may we sing the national anthem. After count 3, all of us rise up. 1, 2, 3. Thank you. You may wish to be seated. Your Excellency, the Executive Governor of Kaduna State, Senator Obasani, the Deputy Governor of Kaduna State, Dr. Hadiza Sabwa Balarabe, the APC Party Chairman, Kaduna State, Dr. Emmanuel Jekada MNI, the Speaker, Kaduna State House of Assembly, Right Honorable Liman, the Honorable Secretary to the State Government of Kaduna State, the Chief of Staff, Alaji Sanikila, the Honorable Commissioners here on this very, very important table, the Algon Chairman of Kaduna State, ladies and gentlemen, our royalty, the Chief of Kokuru, the former Governor of Kaduna State, His Excellency Mukhtar Ramalan Yero, may I excuse these protocols as we roll it in due course. Members of the press, a very good morning as we are here for the flag off distribution of palliative second batch with the theme Sustainable Livelihood through Social Intervention and Economic Empowerment. Your Excellency, distinguished guests, the presence of the Almighty so that we beseech its blessings in kickstarting this program. Inviting for the opening prayer, Barrister Tahir Umar Tahir, the Director General of Interfaith. Sir.
صلوا على النبي الكريم اللهم صل على محمد وعلى ال محمد كما صليت ورحمت وباركت على ابراهيم وعلى ال ابراهيم في العالمين انك حميد مجيد. Oh Allah, we pray that you continue to guide our leaders. Oh Allah, as we are plugging out the distribution of this palliative, may you make it successful. Oh Allah, may you continue to guide His Excellency and his disciples. May you continue to enshrine peace and peaceful coexistence in our dear state. Oh Allah, we pray that you continue to enrich our leaders in wisdom and health. ربنا هب لنا من أزواجنا وذريتنا قرة أعين واجعلنا للمتقين إماما. ربنا لا تجعل في مجالسنا هذا ذنبا إلا غفرته ولا هما إلا فرجته ولا دينا إلا قضيته ولا مريضا إلا شفيته ولا حاجة من حوائج الدنيا والآخرة هي لك فيها رضا ولنا فيها صلاح إلا أنت ويسرتها لنا يا أكرم الأكرمين. سبحانك ربي عزة عما يصفون والسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين.
Thank you. My name is Jibril Suleiman. They call me MC Big Boy. I'm handing the mic to MC DB as you take the next turn, please.
Your Excellency, the Executive Governor of Kaduna State, Senator Obasani, Her Excellency, the Deputy Governor of Kaduna State, Dr. Hadiza Sabwa Balarabe, all dignitaries, honorable commissioners, royal highnesses, esteemed guests, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Once again, you are most welcome to this very significant and important day. At this point in time, I will invite to come for the opening remark of today, Dr. Msme Gari. He is the special advisor to the governor on political matters. Please give him a round of applause as he comes forward. Thank you very much, sir.
Your Excellency, the Governor of Kaduna State, our leader, Senator Obasani, the former Governor of Kaduna State, Your Excellency, Alhaji Raman Yero, the Deputy Governor, Your Excellency, Hadiza Sabwa Balarabe, the SSG, Dr. Abdul Qadir Muazu Maere, Honorable Speaker, Right Honorable Liman Dahiru, the Deputy Speaker, Honorable Barrister Henry Enjuma Magaji, and other members of the legislature, our august visitor, Honorable Femi Fani Kayode, former Minister of Aviation, the Chief of Staff, the Chairman of Algon, Honorable Jaja, and other chairmen here seated, members of the State Executive Council, Your Royal Highnesses, and our religious leaders, permit me to welcome you here to this auspicious occasion, where we plan to flag off the distribution of the second phase of palliatives by His Excellency the Governor of Kaduna State. Your Excellency, before you is a cross-section of the population of Kaduna State, the very good people who voted you into office, the very good people who gave you the mantle of leadership to steer the ship of leadership in Kaduna State for the next 4 years and hopefully for the next 8 years. Your people have come to hear you again speak. The last time this happened, people left here very happy and elated, and today they are here this morning again to hear from you, their leader. And I want to say with all sense of responsibility that we identify and associate ourselves with these good initiatives, and the people of Kaduna State do the same. At this point, I will say to the people of Kaduna State, you are welcome. And as we go through this program, we pray for the blessings of God, and we pray for journey mercies as we finish. Thank you very much.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Before, Your Excellency, before I call on the next on the program, I may wish to acknowledge our distinguished guest. I'm talking about the Sadauki, Mr. Feni Kayode. So you're welcome. Let's give him please a round of applause. Sadauki, you are most welcome.
At TVC News, wherever the big news story is happening, we're geared up to break it. TVC News, first with breaking it.
That in Nigeria we only have about 5% women inclusion in engineering, when the average world statistics is about 28%, and we think this is unacceptable. So we launched a program called Delta, which is developing engineering leaders through her, on the International Women's Day, to carve out specific resources to give women and girls unfair advantage to advance their participation in the engineering space. So this funds goes into developing their ideas, and the ones that have prototypes, giving them seed capital and the likes. This is already ongoing. We've already launched the website. Call for application is ongoing, and we are receiving a lot of applications, and we hope to see more of that and go live soon with regards to this program.
That sounds good. But let's look at the mandate of NASENI and all that you've been doing since you got into office. How challenging has it been? Many will say change is something that some say is difficult to achieve.
Well, definitely change is difficult to achieve, but when you have a team that is supportive, and I'm glad, I have a team in NASENI that is very, very supportive. The ones that I've met and the few, that I came along with, they've been very open and, contributing. We're moving the agency into a new direction, which we want to commercialize a lot of our products. When I came on board, I saw that a lot of work has been put into research and development and prototypes, but now we want to take it to the next level, building on what has been existing, which is to commercialize this product. And just 2 weeks ago, we had the Senate visit us, to do an oversight visit. And we are proud to launch 3 of our products, which is the electric Kekena PEP, the solar home systems, as well as the solar irrigation equipment, which is in support of the Renewed Hope Agenda Irrigate Nigeria project.
I want to go back again to talk about I think it's called Delta Initiative. Did I get that? I want to talk about that again.
Delta.
Now, you talked about financing for new projects, of course, and that are coming from females. But my question now will be, how many or how you've been going around, how viable are the businesses being instituted, both male and female, around sciences and engineering? How viable are some of the projects you've seen?
Well, from the early applications that we've received, they are very, very much interesting. One thing we try to concentrate is how to bring in local components in everything we've been doing, how to localize, how to domesticate ideas and activities. Nigeria is a very interesting terrain. It's also a tough terrain. You might have the best of products in other parts of the world, but when it comes to adapting it to our, local needs, it can become tricky. So you see even big international players coming into Nigeria, for them to be successful, they have to have that handshake, with the local partners. And there's nothing we can do better than promoting, these girls or these ladies, to come up to speed and have either competing products, ideas, or simply the ability to domesticate this product so that they'll be able to attract opportunities, not just within NASENI, but across board.
Another very interesting one there. Now, staying with your vision, one thing I see here is human capacity building. Of course, that should be all across the board. How are you also moving to achieve this as you're staying in office?
Well, one of the first things you have to do in an organization when you come on board is to make sure that you're on the same page, with your staff at all levels, junior and senior staff. So one of the promises I made upon assuming this role is to ensure that welfare is being well taken care of, and also to have a very open ear and have an open door policy. So we immediately set up a committee made by mostly junior staffs, to bring forward their concerns and what they think, could be done differently in order to achieve the new vision. And I'm glad to announce that about 97% of all the recommendations put forward have been achieved, in the shortest period of time, and we're looking at, concluding that. Notwithstanding, these are not going to be, set in stones. We understand change is constant, and as we move forward, in trying to achieve our goals, the different demands will continue to change. The working environment will change, and will constantly put efforts to make NASENI the employer of choice.
You're talking about the products reaching the market this time around, and they won't end up in shelves and all of that. And there's a projection that by first quarter of 2024, this would happen. Should we still be expecting that as we move on?
Well, like I mentioned earlier, we already launched these products. In fact, some of them we already have over demand, and we're quickly looking at how to expand it. And before the mid of this year, you see more and more products. We've done a rebranding. We're also doing something called leverage technology transfer or leverage manufacturing, where we partner with companies that are already doing some good work so that we don't have to reinvent the wheel, leveraging on existing infrastructure, so that the resources that we have can do much more beyond our capacity. So we'll continue to partner through our TVC program, which is collaboration, creation, and commercialization, of the different products that we believe will bring intervention and create an economic dent, especially now that we're talking about how we can reduce the pressure on the naira, how we can export more products. So based on our strategic roadmap that we launched last year, we've already identified areas that we need intervention, and we have been shopping for various partners in different parts of the world. Recently, we were in China, where we attracted partners that commit to a project worth about $2 billion US. We're also in COPS 28, where we were able to attract $150 million. The production factory is already ongoing now as we speak in Lagos. And we're exploring all avenues, to actualize our goals and the promises that we've made.
Now that sounds really interesting. And looking at the renewed hope agenda of Mr. President, which remains very aggressive, what more should we be expecting? Can you outline some what we should be expecting from NASENI moving forward?
Well, we should be expecting more locally produced products. And whenever you talk about local production, it automatically ticks the box of reducing pressure on the naira. It automatically ticks the box of how you can export some of these products. It automatically ticks the box of job creation. So we are perfectly situated, to help Mr. President achieve this renewed hope agenda. And we are on track. Every deadline we've set out, we've been meeting up. We're not behind schedule. And, the next phase, the immediate one will be the Irrigate Nigeria project, which is inside the Renewed Hope agenda. And this is a project that is sitting right in the National Agency for Science and Engineering Infrastructure. We already have our demo farm. In the next couple of months, we will be able to showcase how far we've gone around the Irrigate Nigeria program to ensure that farmers are able to, yield and harvest multiple times, in a year. This will also improve food security, as you know, is one of the hottest topics now. How can we, enhance more locally produced foods, to drive down the prices, as the terrain has not been easy.
Some will talk about challenges. I know it's not going to be as rosy as there'll be some challenges. Some will say either with funding, either with laws that will enable you do your job better. What sort of support do you expect, of course, from federal government, maybe the Senate moving forward?
Well, mainly it's about collaboration. I'm not that sits down and complain, about challenges. Challenges are part of the job. And, we can't just sit down and continue talking about it. We have to move on regardless. But so far, so good. We'll be receiving, good amount of support from the Senate, from the House of Assembly. And also our positioning in the presidency, helps us reduce a lot of bureaucracy, which is good in advancing all the, issues that, we've been challenged with. But I wouldn't complain so much about, all the challenges. I like to look forward, and ensure that, we look for areas and creative ways to cope them, to be sure that we delivered on our promises.
And this is not looking too ambitious. NASENI to increase number of female engineers in Nigeria in the next 5 years. Some will say that looks ambitious. You believe that will happen? Moving on.
Yes, definitely. And we have to dream big,
Well, that's a good one. I think I must thank you so much for starting the week with us on Business Nigeria. It's really a brilliant conversation I've been having with Mr. Kahil Alilu, who is the Executive Vice Chairman and also Chief Executive Officer of the National Agency for Science and Engineering Infrastructure. Thank you so much for always bringing us up to speed with happenings in your agency. Do have a great day.
Thank you, Tolu.
Coming up on the show now, we'll now understand the deadline for filing annual tax returns, individual and factors, of course, militating against compliance. I have with me in the studio is the head ICT Directorate at the LIRS, Mr. Rashid Oluwajayi. He's joining me live after this break to continue this conversation. Don't go away.